Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talk. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talk. Have you ever seen snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? If I knew back then what I knew right now, I'd be here right now. I'm the nigga right now. I'm the nigga right now. Got your bitch right now. She said she want it right now. Getting litty right now. Wanna text me right now. Outside right now. Please do not get in my face. You know that I'm riding no whip. I just needed my space. I drink it straight with no chase. Love when you making that face. Living out a suitcase. Annie, are you okay? I fuck you good the long way. Watch how you talking to me. 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 Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six?
She's a keeper, legs like Serena, strong like Xena, turn into a screamer. She's a dancer, money from Atlanta. She's a cancer, phone ring, no answer. I'm getting litty, mixed dirty with the Fanta. My life a movie, I always got a camera. I'm at Cabana, she's sucking my banana. Ooh, na na. If we never met, I'm there right now. Put a bullet in my hair right now.
Yeah, I'm living off of moonlight, moonlight. Talking but you don't fight. About a new life. Even when I'm wrong, you know I'm still right. On another level, reach a new height. I used to hit the block just in all white. No, I can't bliss it with my gun might. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Yeah, I'm living off of moonlight, moonlight. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? What I know right now, what I know right now, if I knew right now, what I know right now, I be on 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 right now.
Alrighty. Happy holidays for anybody that wasn't here yesterday. Happy New Year is what I meant, actually. I hope you enjoyed your holidays is what I meant to say. I think the Tower of God chapters come out on Tuesday, so I expected to have 3 to read, but I only see 2 new ones. And full transparency here, right? I'll have to say this again in case you didn't see my video. SIU's got 2 months to get his shit together or announce the 4th season, or else I'm going to be taking a hiatus from Tower of God. I'm just being straight up with y'all. I'm not particularly enjoying it, but Kunedwan is here. He's bringing some hype. He's fighting with Mago. He pulled out that Grand Marlin spear. It's looking fantastic. So let's see what we're cooking up. I think the spear attacks faster than his attempt, and she can like reverse the attempt. So if you want to hit her in the face, she will hope reversal and hit you back. Loki forgot the Rex story was a thing. Yeah. Understandable. It's to the point where, like, if I'm being like full transparency, I feel like in a lot of ways Tower of God has held my held my channel a little bit hostage, where I'm afraid to put other content on this channel because I feel like it's gonna mix up the algorithm too much, and I don't want to. This year I'm gonna bet on myself and not Tower of God, if that makes sense, especially with my other channel. But yeah, that's all it really is. Yeah, he's on a timer. What's up, Pantagana? Happy New Year. I didn't see you yesterday for Kubera, but It was a good time. The VOD is still up. I'm gonna unprivate it after I put all of the Tower God videos up, so you got some time. Chapters come out pretty random, to be fair. SC's on the timer. I mean, I skipped the whole other line. They're usually late. Okay, then fair enough. Then so I guess they come out when they come out. It'd be nice if they were out by Tuesdays, though. It would help a lot. It would help a lot. So, yeah. I was visiting my mom. I watched the vlog when I got home. Okay, that's what's up. Well, hope you had a nice visit. All right. Without further ado, let's get into it. Mago versus Kanadwan. We got a family head here, so things should be hype. Let's see what's happening. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell of dawn so the ghost of the 13-month series doesn't get you, and you can stay notified. I forgot what the line was for a second. And let's read. I need to turn my phone off. Sorry. Buzzing over here. All right. So there's the Marlin Gigante. What did I call it earlier? I feel like I didn't call it that. It hits her in the chest or the stomach. Kill. Then I think is that her vanishing? I think she vanished. Hit a teleport. Yeah, she's back. She's on the ground now. The guy's right. It can't be reversed. The problem isn't his speed. I don't know how it happened, but that attack didn't have a trace. Oh shoot! Took her arm off. Of intention from the start. Okay, so they're continuing to go at it. She lost an arm. She's holding it, so I guess she's gonna reattach it. Do you guys like fights when somebody can just like heal, recover, and just reattach their limbs all the time? Doesn't it kind of feel cheap to you? Like you technically lost like 10 times by dying, but like ended up winning. I don't know. This is something I was thinking about. By the way, I started Claire Obscure Expedition 33 for anybody who didn't know. I'm having a good time. I do want to play it on stream. It was just that originally I didn't know if the frame rate and stuff was going to be strong enough on my Steam Deck to not look bad on stream, but I was able to fix it and figure it out by kind of cheating. I inputted something that made it think I was on a computer and changed the frames per second and graphical fidelity and stuff. I'm getting better with this. I'm getting better. I'll be a PC gamer soon. Don't remind yourself how Enkidu cheated against Tiara. Ugh, Enkidu, trash. He cheated, and he's ass. Oh my goodness. It reminds me of a certain group of immortal merchants from a certain pirate manga, the Fraud Knights. She heals, her arms reconnects, so she goes while Kanadwan takes his spear. With the electromagnetic thing over his eye, so I'm thinking he's still seeing into the electromagnetic spectrum or whatever the case may be. Healing characters usually have zero durability for some reason, like their tissue paper, and that's always my biggest issue with a lot of, because this is not like just an SIU thing or like a Holy Knight thing. This is even in like comic books where it's like, okay, so he can heal, so now he's just the most fragile person ever, so you can show off their healing factor. Like, no, it should still be difficult to take their limbs or stab them or something, because it'd be more shocking if you worked really hard and it was very difficult and then you cut someone's arm off, but then it came back and healed. If they're like tissue paper and you're just machete hacking them up, I don't know, like it's so weird to me. Like I wouldn't do it that way, but that's just me personally. But hey, I guess they're still fighting, they're looking at each other. I'll stick to him so he can't use his spear. So she's trying to, okay, because the spear is more of a long range weapon. Okay. Now you can't hit me, right? You think so? There's electricity coming from behind her. She looks back. Oh, wow, it hit him too. So they both took the blow. This bastard. He stabbed himself too. This isn't a spear that stops because of my will. Besides, you're the one who lost stamina, so why should I be the one to back down? Do I look like a coward? Okay. Oh, even in Kubera, it's the same. Ravana was made out of wet paper. It's just a thing they do. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like, you got a healing factor, and it's like, I almost feel like they think it's fair to make them less durable, but I'm like, I feel like you cheapen the ability to heal if it's very easy to take their limbs. Now, I could understand if you kind of frame it and make it like, because the character knows they can regain their limbs and whatnot, they have a reckless fighting style. Like, to me, that's different, where like they'll choose to, like, think of like the demons and Demon Slayer. They're like, they'll punch you, you cut their arm off, they'll regrow their arm and then just punch you anyways. Like, that to me is different. But even with like the demons and Demon Slayer, a lot of them, it's still hard or you have to be at a certain level to hack them to pieces. I am here praying for your mental health. It is honest, Glam. It's a crazy contrast because like I just finished Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Batman, and then a few issues of Absolute Superman, having a great time, and I'm like, all right, time to stop reading Peak to read this. What it is, what it is. So Kunadoan says, do I look a coward? Damn, Madman. He's much stronger and crazier than I thought. All right, so he can't heal the wound the way she did though. I wanted to savor the power I got from Urek as slowly as possible, but change of plans. Only one Korean person cooking right now, and it's not a man. Kurikam. Have you read any Absolute stuff yet? I'm glad, just out of curiosity, cause first of all, they have my boy Nick Dragata on the pen with the paintbrush. I said, ooh, my East to West art style. You know what I'm saying? No, it was good, yo. Wonder Woman. I haven't enjoyed a solo Wonder Woman run in a long time. Stay tuned. I want to talk about it. I'm very impressed so far. I'm very interested in Absolute Green Lantern, Absolute Martian Manhunter as well. So that should be fun. Absolute Flash hitting 2 if you get the time. I will do Absolute Flash after I do Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter. That Flash was next. Yeah. But in Kubera, all Nasty and gods can regenerate. Ravana just had the fastest regeneration, so he had low durability as a trade-off. Okay, I actually think I remember that being said. And for me, like, make that obvious, and I'm okay with it. Like, because they can heal, their bodies aren't as sturdy. I'm fine with that, but I feel like you have to say it or present it. I just find that in most characters with a healing factor who can regenerate limbs and internal organs, they're, what did you call it, wet tissue paper? It's just like, okay. Still waiting for more to drop. Want to see if they can keep it up a year out. DC Comics ain't getting me to invest unless I get copious evidence. LOL. Well, I think it's been running for about a year. Like, it's been at least anywhere from like 8 to 10 months, which is why I waited. I said I wanted to wait till everything had at least 15-ish issues before I tried it out, and so far so good. But I feel you. Change of plans. She said, but change of plans. So she's using the crystal or the power of Urek that Neo stole from him. Couldn't the ones looking. He's confused, shocked. She's like cracking her knuckles, I guess. Oh no, she's making a bang out of the light, I guess. There's the Giganta Marlin. She's making it bigger, I guess, or she's blasting it away. Okay, she blasted it with the exaggerated with the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. So some of it hits Kunadwan just a little bit. Cook. She destroyed the spear in an instant. So the spear got destroyed by the attack. She still had that much strength left. There she is walking towards him, glowing now. She got aura. Ah, shit. This is crazy. It's delicious. This is the taste I've craved. Okay, man. She's weird. Still a crazy bar to this day, right? With even the way he swings, I'm like, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? Oh, they be getting away with some shit, yo. I swear to God. This is the taste I've craved. This is the power of a guy named Urek, the one I love most. My light. Lock that bitch up. I've seen enough. She's just not interesting. Like, I don't know. She's strong as shit though. I'll give her that. She's like a luminous one, so she's like on like that Urek family head level tier kind of thing. But I don't know. Gems shine because they reflect light. No matter how bright they are, they cannot generate light on their own. But this light is different. It is a pure light itself, capable of shining eternally on its own. Right now, I am the light. I've also found, like, again, this is one of those things where, like, I can't necessarily blame SIU because these translators could be losing a lot of things in translation, and I don't know if Line Webtoon is doing a good job, but the dialogue to me has been really ass. Like, oh, like a diamond can't shine. I'm like, bro, shut up. I am the light. Like, okay, shut the fuck up. This is not a cold line. You just sound weird. All right, there's Kanadawan looking. Who is Urek? Oh, you gonna find out, I think. I don't understand what's going on, but that light is dangerous. So he takes up a spear. She's posing again with the exaggerated swagger of Taylor Swift. I don't know, cause I don't know what this pose is. Like, is this like, is this aesthetics, or did she have to do this to fire the bang? Why is she firing it like that? Not a single villain in Urek moves me except Heidi. She's decently cool. Is Heidi the one in the green where the guy was just like, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit the target. I'm gonna hit it. She's alright. I don't mind her. She's alright. She goes for a kick. He steps back. It looks like he. Oh no. So the kick, he blocked the kick with his hand, but his spear's over her leg. Okay. She kicks him away. Her level of power is totally different. Okay, now she's holding it more normally. Come here, my random jewelry box. What's this? Now then, let's see. What will it be this time? This is rose quartz. Is it? I thought that was a ruby. Heidi's the spear instructor. Yeah, okay. I thought it was a ruby. Okay, rose quartz. That's pretty good, isn't it? Yum. Oh, she's eating it. He's confused. So is this like a read-on type thing? Her aura, the color for aura has changed around her. She's shining and sparkling with pink. Oh shoot! There's vines coming out the ground. They're surrounding Kunadon. He jumps and avoids them. She goes in for a punch. He hits the matrix. Did he? Wait, hold on. I'm confused. She goes for a punch. You know what? It looks like he has electricity surging as she's punching. And I guess she didn't throw the punch, and he ducked under his own lightning attack, but she decided to use her flip phone pose to dodge the lightning attack. The attack. No. As it is, it will only be reversed. All right, he's dodging the vines. She's doing her pose again. I mustn't think about dodging. That will only make her hit me. I must not be aware of the attack. He gets behind her. It worked. Is it possible to move without being aware of it? This girl is definitely different. She gets flip phone stance. Yeah, she gets stabbed in the chest or the stomach. Cool. Then she wraps the thorn around it. She's doing a suicide move kind of thing. Okay, because she can heal. And then takes his spear. I don't know much about this tower. Arg, but it's clear to me that you are someone really special. But this pink jewel guarantees that no one can escape my beauty. The word beauty used by Mago does not only refer to something physical. In this sentence, she wants to express that those with inferior abilities cannot escape her superiority. Thank you, translator note. He gets hit in the chest or something. He's bleeding. Wait, did she put a thorn through his neck? What's going on? Through his chest? I can't tell. Now that I have the power of the Urek, I don't need to reverse anything. This infinite light gives me life and unlimited power. Can she not use the ability now, or she's choosing not to? Honestly, I've been here, but I'm going to go now. All right. Be safe. I was going to say have fun, but you're going to work. But, do your best. Thanks, translator. I would have been lost without you, right? Translator? The translators are so useless. It looks like it is in his neck, or at least that one's beside him, or in his shoulder, or trap? What is this? No, I don't know. When she called him a rat, he didn't mean the actual rodent, right? In this state, freeing myself from the vines without being aware of them is complicated. You fought pretty well, but I am more beautiful. And then he's bleeding. She wraps all the thorns around him. Arg! I'm not doing this. No more translated notes. And blood is splurting everywhere. His eyes are blacked out. She's on his head. Game over. And okay. This to me is a little bit of an it's just the fight continuing, so there isn't too much to really be said here for the time being. I mean, they're just fighting, so cool stuff. Good on them. What I find interesting is this is regardless of Mago being a shining one, a luminous one, and being maybe near Urek's level or on that level or tier. I think it's an interesting decision. I don't know if it's good or bad, just interesting to have Kunadwan kind of look bad. Like, I would argue that he's held and kept family heads kind of close to the chest in a similar way Oda keeps a lot of his strongest characters like Dragon and the Admirals close to the chest and not really showcasing their full capabilities until the main cast or main people kind of reach their level of power. So to have him kind of look bad right now to me or go so hard or fight someone on his level is an interesting choice to me. Because you think you'd save that for the main story for when Kunadwan's introduced. Because now we're going to have we'll probably have an understanding of a lot of things that he can do. I'm sure he's hiding stuff. I'm sure the fight's not over and we'll see more. But it's just like, it's interesting. By saying, Arg, Kunadwan was expressing pain. He was not actually saying Exactly. I don't know if you guys agree with me or think that I'm making sense, but I probably wouldn't have chose to do that. If anything, maybe what I would have done is use a family head that's already had a showcase of power. So maybe a Gustang or like a Traumeré. I would save this for the main series, personally speaking, but interesting choice. How did you guys feel about it? No one's saying anything. Did you guys like the chapter? Did you not like the chapter? Did you care about this fight? Is this fight moving you? Do you want to move on from it? Like, what's going on? How y'all feeling? Because I don't know what's been going on for like the last. I'm gonna check the Discord real quick to see if another chapter dropped. But if it doesn't drop while I'm live, I'm going to record 44. I think it would be offline, but I'll come back to recording them all, online again. But this one might have to be an offline one. Yeah, I don't see it. Well, if no one has anything to say, let's move on to the next chapter then. Actually, first, what did I rate? I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. The fight's cool, I guess. I'm not mad at the fight. It's not like blowing me away or anything. But I can follow mostly what's happening. The art's good. I've always really liked like the luminous one effects that Mago has. She's finally not naked, so there's that. But I don't know. This doesn't feel that interesting. These characters also have like no relationship and no build up to it. Like Mago and Kunadwan fighting was probably the last thing I thought would happen when Mago was introduced, talking about becoming the queen of the tower, Phantom Middle, blah blah blah, shining ones. So it feels like one of those fights where you're like, because these characters don't really have a relationship, I'm not like particularly emotionally invested. So yeah. I think that Gustang Sunning White has ruined family head portrayal for me because of them. I've overscaled them. Getting to see their actual level has underwhelmed me, not gonna lie. I think I feel that. I think I in my head I feel like I've given them way more power than they actually have when I see it on screen. But again, I'm sure he's not going all out or something. Like I'm sure he's holding something back in some capacity, but yeah. What we've seen so far seems like just a little bit of his power. I don't think Edwan has so few abilities. Okay. I probably would have chosen to do many things differently to how SIU did them, but who knows what he's planning and what the other two SIUs had planned. Couldn't care less about Mago, so I don't care about this fight. I'm a bit sadder than the end last week. That's fair. Yeah, man, I don't know. We're in a rough place right now. We really are. I don't really know what to do. I have a favorite panel. It's actually a Mago panel, but I'm trying to find it. It's when she used one of her beams, but she used it like normally and was like holding it. This one, I like this. I like this panel. It's my favorite panel this week. I like this one. She's not ugly. She's just weird. She's weird. She's always covered in like blood, but she got a nice dress, and I like how the like particle effects around her are pretty cool. But yeah, I'd go with that one. Favorite piece of dialogue from me this week. I want to see the translator, not wasting my time, but I don't know. I don't really have any. I don't know. Maybe do I look like a coward? I'll stab myself to win a fight. I don't know. The dialogue this week didn't really move me in any capacity, but I'll give like a 7. I don't know what you guys would rate it out of 10 if you would rate it out of 10, but I'll give chapter 42 of the Urek Mazino's Ascent a 7 in totality. So yeah. I'm just gonna open up the next chapter. Give me 1 second. Did that work? I might have to redo the thingy. All right, let's move on to the next chapter then. Let's see what we got. I just gotta pull it up. Give me a sec. Let me just do what I usually do with whoa. You are zoomed the fuck in, my boy. Back up. Back up. Get away from me. Let me scroll down just so I have the actual like panel here, and let me just see how it looks in my OBS. Okay, yeah, that's about where I want it. Yeah, that's good enough. Just pull it out a little bit, center it. I will actually change this. I will change this to this. You can keep Bam. I'll change Bam to Zard. Or maybe Yuri, whichever one I see first. Whichever one I see first. It was hard. But yeah, this thing needs a much more consistent release schedule. Okay, let me just... Okay. Greetings and salutations. I hope everyone's having themselves a mighty fine day. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell down so the ghost of the 13-month series doesn't get you and you can stay notified. It's time for Urek Mazino chapter 43. Mago kind of got the upper hand on him. We'll see if the fight continues, if we cut to something else that's happening. And see what's going on. Yes, sir. Just here in time for chapter 43 and hopefully 44 dropped ASAP. I would like it to drop while I'm live if possible. You got some theories? You could lay them on me, but I'm gonna be real with you. Just honest, this full transparency. This fight's not that interesting to me. It's not really moving me. I don't really care about it, and it's mostly because these two characters have no prior relationship. So just like a fight for fight's sake, but. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Maybe something interesting happens this chapter. I don't think Kunogawan is done though. So let's see. Okay, so there's like light. See, lightning is already surging, and if he was done, the lightning I think would have turned off, right? So she's on top of his head still, which is disrespectful as fuck. She's pulling a Goku standing on Nappa. Lightning is coming. Lightning is coming. Lightning strikes the roses. She drops. She flips away. She lands. The lightning is hitting him. Is this like a super duper lightning pill? Like Radon, like I'm gonna strike myself with lightning to augment my abilities? Is that what's happening here? She's looking at him. What the hell is that? Did he turn himself into lightning? Wait, did he? He kind of looks like he is actually. Did this nigga just turn into NL? he just a Logia now. He's a lightning Logia, right? Okay, NL, like right? You're just a friggin' Logia. Oh my goodness, we see through you. Oda has already done this. All right, so lightning strikes. She jumps back. She's still holding her knees. What is this? What is with her flip phone position like thingy? This is like lightning pills times 100, I guess. Yeah, turn into lightning. He seems like he's still tangible though. So he makes a spear. Lightning is surging around him. He throws the spear. Reversal of desire. So hope reversal design looks fire. He looks clean. That is true. He does look clean. But I always thought Kunadewan had a very nice design from his data form, even up to when we finally saw him recently in the Great Chess Match. He got a clean design. Like, I get why he gets bitches. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Reversal of desire. It goes back and it hits him. It's useless. Since he is lightning himself, it doesn't affect him at all. Oh my God, he's just a Logia. That is a useful ability if you could turn into lightning itself and you're like intangible and can't be hurt. I mean, shit. You know what I mean? Do we know if he can do ice yet? Yes, because by the time he hit the hidden floor when he was climbing, he said he already had. Actually, he just said he only had 3 attributes. So I don't know if ice was one of them, but I'm going to assume it was because Guero got that and whatnot. So my guess is yes. Now, can he turn himself into Aokiji or to Kuzan? I don't know. Where Luffy at? Luffy would pack him up. Since he's letting himself, it doesn't affect him at all. So she's using more thorns on him. It's not hurting him, I guess. Yeah, he's just lightning. Yeah, he looks cool, man. I give him. He looks really cool. You aura farming. I see the vision. Even if I reverse it, in the end, he's still lightning. Reversing his attack is pointless, so she can still use it. Lightning. This whole place is filled with lightning. As if he was resurrected as a god of lightning after dying once. Did he die? Is that what happened? He died? Gear 5th? Kaido? You can't just say things like this, like after dying once. Like, did he die? That's a big fucking deal, but I don't know if she's a reliable narrator. You can't just say that. Because it sounds fly. You know what? Let me see something real quick. I'm curious. I'm on Vortex right now. I want to see something. Did they use a similar or the same translation? Gets the game over. She's standing on his kufi. Did he turn himself into lightning? Blah, blah, blah. Scroll down. I scrolled way too far, didn't I? Yeah, I went too far. Even if I reverse, it is still lightning. A reverse attack means nothing. Lightning. The entire place is nothing but lightning. As if after dying once, he's been reborn as a god of lightning. Well, apparently this nigga died. So, is that the condition to activate this? This is why you can't just say stuff like that. You gotta explain it. Yes, when he saw that Aguero had ice on the data floor, he asked, "Are you a son of mine?" That's a good point. He did. Like in the outside. So fair enough. Remember, Mago doesn't understand family heads, etc. and all that, so she's thinking he's a regular like all the others, so she's like he should be dead, but in reality he's one of the sturdiest broken 13 people in the tower. I guess, yeah. Makes sense. He's still there, lightning, farming. She shot a beam at that nigga. He turns into lightning, I think, and swirls around it. Another spear. No, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to follow this art. He comes in for a punch. She blocks it. But he's like pushing her back with the force of his attack, and the lightning like augmenting his punch. Jesus. Breaks her guard. She flies back. Her neck's flying back. Looks like the lightning charred her a little bit too. She's doing her beam. Point blank range. Light versus lightning, huh? It didn't work on him. Impressive. I can't believe he was the same guy who was dying just a moment ago. So now she's saying he was just dying. I gotta go to Vortex again. Going back to Vortex. What did they say here? So he didn't die. Is it a translation thing? Like, what's going on? Like, that's a big deal to me. I need to know. Okay, so she said, impressive. Hard to believe this is the same guy who was dying just moments ago. All right, well, there's my answer, I suppose. He's the guy who's dying just a moment ago. However, even that lightning bolt in the face of this light is nothing more than a noisy passing storm. Lightning bolts are momentary, but this light is eternal. Oh, she's using the jewelry box again? Random jewelry box? Is that a diamond? She got a diamond this time, right? Is it a diamond? Am I reading? Are my eyes deceiving me? Or am I uneducated? Hold on. Am I stupid? Or are my eyes deceiving me? Can you guys read this? Read what that says. She got a diamond, but read what that says. Are y'all reading it? Are you reading it? Are you guys like am I insane? That is not a real alloy. That is from the Marvel universe. Did this bitch say adamantium? Does adamantium exist in Tower of God? Does vibranium? What is going on? What did she say in the other one? Lightning is momentary. Light is eternal. Diamond? Mithril or adamantium would have been even better though. Okay, I guess. Yes, Wolverine reference. Is that what that's supposed to be? Just like, a thing doing the Goku? Like, bro, you can't just say shit like this. That's very jarring to me. Cause it's a fictional metal in a specific universe. Guess unobtainium exists too. This series has Guns N' Roses t-shirts and guy mentions Schrodinger cats. Nowadays, anything is possible in the tower. Do you guys know what adamantium? You know how fucking dense that metal is? If you have adamantium in the tower, it's a big fucking deal. If it goes up against iron, or I almost said copper, gold, whatever, but you know what I mean, like other metals, like it's getting cooked. Adamantium and proto adamantium and all the versions of I don't think this is bothering a lot of people because you guys don't have the level of knowledge that I have of Marvel Comics. This is not, you can't just, anyway, I'm done. I'm reading, whatever. It's not, you know what? It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Mithril diamond would have been better though. So she eats the diamond. This is the best jewel right now. She eats the diamond. She's, I don't know, flipping. She flips and dodging the lightning. The diamond in her is shining and powering her up. And she made like okay, because diamonds are also hard. So she's looking for something defensive. With mithril, adamantium, she wants something defensive. But diamonds are really hard too. It's immense power, but he's already close to his limit. If I can hold out until this thunderstorm passes, it will be the end for him. He makes a spear. It's like a larger spear. He's chucking it. He's kind of charging it, holding his arm back. Mago ain't from the tower though. Listen, that's not the point. If you want to make a funny reference, comedically, I'm cool with that. But adamantium is already not a real metal. It's fictional, and it's specific to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Marvel comic book universe. If I wrote a fictional series and said, damn it, I wish I got vibranium, that's a big deal. These are not regular metals that are just like tough and hard. They do shit like redirect energy and whatnot. And for me, like you have to understand, I'm a writer person. I'm a person who cares about writing. So if you add something like that to me, you're telling me it's real. It exists somewhere in this universe. And thus now I want to see it. See, I'm also wondering if it's a translation thing. Wait, you might do a quick Google. Isn't Mithril from Earth? JRR Middle Earth. I'm pretty sure Mithril. Mithril, I'm not sure because Mithril is something I've seen in like many video games and like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. I know it's not a real metal, but I have seen it in so many other media. I'm pretty sure. So I wasn't. I wasn't. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it alone. But I'm a type of person, right? If you have a universe, you create a story, and it's like my story is called Fireflower. I don't know, right? I'm sorry, Fireflower is the first thing I looked at. And in this universe, you create like your own gods and your own religion. But somebody goes, if somebody says Jesus Christ, you are insinuating that people know about Christianity, and like, I get it. Sometimes just like a thing people will just say, and like, no, you're not meant to take it that serious. But to me, as somebody who actually pays attention to the writing of a series, I'm going to be like, oh, so Jesus exists in this world at some point. Christianity is a thing. There's people who believe in Jesus, not Zeus or whatever religion you created. And that's what I'm saying. Okay, I just remembered. I think it's a Korean thing. A lot of other manhwas reference adamantium as a mineral. Really? That's interesting. Okay. I'm more perplexed that our universe exists in the TOD universe and Urek knows about it? I guess. Well, if that's the case, Chief, then disregard everything that I said. I'll leave it alone. That's on me then. All right. So lightning. He turned himself into a spear. Interesting. So he's a spear now. Lightning spear is coming towards a diamond. This attack must be his final blow. She's putting up her hands in the infinite, indestructible barrier. All right. The lightning is trying to break through. She put up the barrier. It's crashing around it. It's not breaking through, though. It's useless. As long as Urek's light touches the diamond, the defense barrier will never be pierced. The moment it breaks, it regenerates again and again. See, now I feel like I'm nitpicking. Can anyone see the issue here? I'm gonna reread the sentence. And again, this could be translations. You know what? It's not. Never mind. Again and again. Soon, when his strength is exhausted, the power of light is fading. It can't be. Infinite's light is Urek. Urek's light is infinite. Don't tell me that black-haired boy who gave me the jewel, he didn't completely steal Urek's light. He tricked me. Well, we knew something funny was going on there. Ugh, no. Don't disappear. My light. My... Damn. Not your fault. You will only catch it if you're a Korean manhwa head. Yeah. Damn. And it breaks through. The diamond breaks that Neo got. Lightning is dissipating. She's like dust now. She walks towards it. It's been a long time since I used my strength to this extent. Okay, so I'm going to disregard what I said earlier then, because he said it's been a long time since I've used my strength to this extent. He didn't even say I went all out or had to use everything I had. So he's keeping a lot of power in reserve. So Kunadwan's much stronger than this. He is tired though. He's like, that guy's Zahar's warning was true. This is no ordinary matter. Where the hell did these guys come from? He looks at the dust. In the state she's in, I won't be able to ask her. Is he gonna oh, never mind. He steps on it. He's making something. Oh, you drinking? You drinking? I'll have to rest a bit before I leave. If that person had held it a little longer, it would have been dangerous. Although I couldn't bring my main spear either. Okay, so he would have been in trouble though if she didn't run out of light energy, but he also didn't bring his most powerful spear, which I'm guessing is Mago, unless somehow Mago becomes a spear later on. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but okay. I'll tell everyone to go back, and I'll take a nap before leaving since I came out after so long. The Kun family has never like. No, I'm tripping. Never mind. I'm tripping. He's looking. I know Kunadwan knows he's there. Damn it. How did that happen? Lady Mongo lost. That blue haired guy who's incredibly strong, who is he? He's definitely from the Kun family. Why doesn't anybody know what a family head looks like, bro? Damn, I never imagined Lady Mongo would lose. I have to escape while he's not paying attention to me. Hey, don't step on me. Hey, look here. What is this? Grains of sand? Yes, I'm here. I ended up like this, but I'm still Mongo. Just in case before the battle, I left fragments of myself here. Oh, brother. So she's not dead? Ah! Lady Mago, shh. Don't, just think. Wait. Just think, don't talk, so you won't hear us. Don't let that guy notice. Could you take me to a safe place? If I regain my strength, I'll grant your wish. He's there sleeping. I know a place where Lady Mago, the princess who's empty, an empty vessel. So is he gonna place Mago into the princess? I know a place where Lady Mago can hide safely. Really? Then take me there. Will you really grant my wish? Of course. What is your wish? My wish right now is, well, I want to see that guy fucked up, Urek Mazino. He's so fake sleeping. I told you, I knew he was fake sleeping. He looking. I can't be the only one having fun. Isn't that right, Zahard? That I've grown weak? Don't make me laugh. I can finish you off with a single blow. Oh, really? Then why didn't you do it that way in the past? You've shown up after so long. Don't provoke me. It was you, wasn't it? The one who fulfilled Leo's and Neo's wishes. Why do you think that? Mongo was not in the shape. What is this pose? Mazino, hands in his pocket, looking down. fix your stance. Mongo was not in shape to do that at that moment. You're half right. That day in this castle, I granted Leo's wish, and then I appeared before them again. But the wish I granted was only that of the one guy named Leo, only one of the two. What? It turns out there was another god in this place. That man named Neo made his wish to that other god. There's another god? It brings back memories. You know it too, don't you? What attracts disaster is usually not a transcendental being. It is always the greed of a human being that attracts calamity. That guy named Neo in that test that day, he made a wish and fell under a curse. And, oh, that's the end. All right, y'all, talk to me. All right. This basically confirms Urek will stomp anybody out with his light. It won't go away, which means he could play defense forever. The other 6 shining ones are definitely weaker because they gotta reflect off each other. Urek is a god amongst gods. Well, that was insinuated in the first chapter that he was the strongest or shining brightest one of the luminous ones. So I'm not shocked by that. Does this mean that he can cook every family head? To me, not necessarily. Now, I would put him above most. I don't think he would lose to anyone except really Enryu or Zahard or Phantom Minim. That's just my opinion. And then Bam, when Bam's at full power or full capacity, those are the only characters I think that could beat him. But there could be abilities and workarounds to that light. Like, you have to remember some of these techniques that they have are kind of esoteric, ethereal abilities that kind of mess with laws, like the Kun family, like the REA family, sword attacks and being unable to miss and coming from all directions, right? You have to think about bringing fiction to reality with Gustang's ability, or disconnect that could one shot you, or Blossom's flames that can burn intangible concepts, like possibly things like memories, right? When you have abilities like those in the tower, you can't just write them off. You have to be on your toes, and sometimes it could be a matchup thing, not always a power thing. But I still do think Mazino is one of the strongest 4 people in the I was gonna say Tales user story universe. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't go that far because there's a lot of axes or axes, whatever the plural is. But in Tower of God, the only two people that I think who could really beat him is either the King of the Tower, Enryu, and then obviously Phantom Minnow. Well, of course, they don't know how Kunaduan looks. He's just a family head. He's not famous like Sachi Faker. Don't kill me. I have to correct myself again. I've seen adamantium referenced as a mineral in only one other manhwa. I've been searching my list and anyone else making that reference, so I could be wrong. Whatever, it is what it is. This was the god the people at the castle were originally praying to, Urek, before the floor leader, blonde-haired dude, moved in. Oh, Asa. Urek is the Kal-El to the Shining One, Kryptonians. The last light of Lumina. The last light of Lumiere. Something like that. Talk to me. How you guys feeling? Like, be honest. How y'all feeling? Y'all rocking with this? You're not rocking with this? Did this fight move you? Is it interesting? Do you want to see what Mago has in plan? Do you want to see more Shining Ones? Where do you think we're going? Like, talk to me. Because it feels like most people are as indifferent as I am right now. And we're not getting a lot. So, like, I need something to bounce off of where I'm gonna head out. I was hoping 44 would drop while I was streaming, but I still don't see it anywhere. As a matter of fact, I would like to look at the ending of this one with the Vortex translation. I can finish you in one blow. You should have done it back then. Showing up after so long, don't get on my nerves. It was you. Why do you think that? Half right. I granted Leo's wish again before that. So can they grant wishes? What is the purpose? Can Urek not do that? Is he different? There was another god, and you made a wish to that god. You know, there's two most disasters. Nah, but all right. Well, if that's the case, I think the translators are confusing adamantium from Marvel with adamant from mythology, but I'm just guessing. Chapters were all right. The Eduan and Urek interaction doesn't move me. Do you mean Urek and Eduan and Mago? A nanometer. I'm out. I'm done. So the past 3 episodes, Mago lost, then Eduan lost, then Mago lost. Meh. Why didn't Mago lose when the long crystal was destroyed, but now that she lost, the diamond crystal was destroyed? I think, wait. Is that true? I think what happened was the long crystal stopped shining, thus the diamond couldn't reflect off of it, and then it broke through her barrier. But yeah, I guess the dust on the floor could be that crystal. Like when she got turned into like dust, like maybe that's the crystal that broke. No, actually, if you look here, it looks like the diamond breaks, and then there's like the gold one which breaks too. So they both actually break here. They they break. So yeah. I was surprised it was this difficult for Kun to beat her. I thought he would be much stronger than her. I thought the thing that he was gonna have to circumvent after hitting her with Marlin Gigante was whether or not she was going to choose to use reversal. I thought that, to me, her ability is like, it's simple but it's not. Like she could reverse intent, but like you attacked her fast enough that your intent couldn't be reversed. Now, what if you think your intent's gonna be reversed and it's not, and it makes like I thought he was gonna have to like pick and choose, kind of like to me, it's not the same, but kind of bear with me. It's like Boogie Woogie, right? From JJK. It's very simple. I clap my hands and I think I can switch the places of 2 objects that have cursed energy or whatever. But I could also clap my hands and choose not to switch anything. So I can clap my hands and my phone and my converter switch spots. but I can clap my hands and you're like, oh shit, he clapped. Like, what did he change? And I didn't. And I just punch you. Like, I thought he was going to have to work around that. I thought that was what was going to make the fight difficult for him, personally speaking. I'm saying that Urek will probably, Edwin probably meet Urek, and if it isn't interesting in the slightest, I'm dropping this. Okay, that's fair. This is what I sent in Discord with OM, or ordering Mark. I think this is going to set up the main story that a 13 great warrior someone has prayed and used one of these gods, but since it's weekly and we don't know how long the spin-off is, we got to take it 50-50 and keep waiting for more info because it might all come around and make sense. So we got to force to engulf some mid to get further in the story, lore, then side character mid, then big fight, repeat. Can't wait till he meets them outside the tower, then maybe ask them what planet they're from. Well, my perspective is different. I understand waiting for more information, and I'm always willing to do that. If this all comes full circle, I'll be the first person to apologize and correct myself. You've seen me do it tons of times on this channel. When I thought Yama was going to destroy Yasaracha and he got packed up twice, I apologized. When I thought, and to the point where I ended up almost apologizing in advance for when Calivan versus Liboric was happening. And I'm like, all right, I'm not trying to diss Liboric. I just sided with Calivan. But I'm allowed to judge what I have up until this moment. We have 43 chapters. This is what we have. When I get new information, I will amend my stance as need be. But presently, I'm not moved. And presently, I have no reason to believe SIU will make it make sense in the end. I'm not. He doesn't have a track record of always bringing everything full circle and everything fits seamlessly. That's not his bag. This is why when he's getting so fancy with some of these esoteric and complicated, more convoluted concepts, it worries me. He doesn't handle these things well. That is not one of his strengths. Will he stick the landing? I fucking hope so. I do. But this is not one of his strengths. So, like, I'm not waiting my breath. I'm not holding my breath for this to come full circle and make sense. But I hope it does. I hope it does. I'm also not a lore guy. World building and lore doesn't interest me the way it interests you, other people. And I actually think it's a younger generation thing. I don't know how old you guys are, but like I think more people. I tend to find that people in their like 24 to like 22 to like 28, they love lore and world building, and don't even fully understand what lore and world building even are. But that's their thing. I care about characters. Character first. I'm a character guy. Then to me, it's central plot / subplots, depending on the story. Some stories have a cool central plot, but the subplots are more intriguing to me. Some of them, the subplots aren't as intriguing, but have a very strong main premise or central story, right? So it just kind of depends. But those are the things that matter to me the most, and then the other things come after that. So I'm gonna give this one a 7 again. I feel like I'm being generous, honestly. I don't know, but yeah. I think after this, maybe 10 more chapters and we'll jump to Bayek reunion, then a jump to Arya Han fight, since this story is about Urek's climb and these are the biggest things about him, I'm assume. This also makes me believe a Shining One will be in the main story. Possibly. This is I'm always wondering how it'll come full circle into season 4. But I actually thought what you said earlier is what I thought would have happened from the jump. I thought maybe we'd do some tests and then we kind of montage all the floors we already know Urek Mazino visited. Floor 20, Flower of Zagania. I think it was floor 20. The Yon family stuff when Bam and Mazino met for the first time. When one of the most egregious things happened. Especially with seeing this. Bam cutting him makes less and less sense the further and further we go, but I digress. I've harped on that point ad nauseum. I'm not going back to that. Then like floor 77, for like Wolhike Sung, floor 100 for the Arya Han test, and also the hidden floor where the data couldn't copy him, the error. So I thought we were gonna get like a montage speed run, but like more details of those things. I did not expect us to still be on the floor of test right now doing all of this mumbo jumbo. damn, I'm in that age range and love lore, but characters and character interactions are the thing I love the most in stories. So we lock in step then. Yeah. Maybe I'm lying. But no, but when I speak to people who are older than me, they actually tend to care about the story more than anything. They're not even character people. Like when I talk to people who are like older than me, so like I don't know, I'm 32, so I'll say like 34 plus. They're like story people. Like, oh, I care about like the main narrative kind of thing. But all right, let's wrap this up because I had enough of this. Hold on. Oh no! Someone. I had a mess. I had a notification in Discord. I thought maybe the chapter came out. One of these panels with him aura farming is my favorite. It's either this one. There's this one's good, but I think there's one where he's holding it a different way that I really like. Let me see if I can find it. This one. This is my panel of the week. My favorite panel this week. As far as favorite piece of dialogue this week, what do I got? You know what? As much as it felt like fake, like fake important and edgy, I do like him saying that humans always bring a calamity or catastrophe. It's not a transcendental being or whatever the case may be. That was kind of fly. So yeah. I just realized, didn't Udwan say he had a desire to fight Urek because he pushed him out of the top 5? So doesn't that mean they're not gonna fight in this story? I wasn't one of the people who said they were gonna fight. But I thought maybe they'd interact, or he'd be like, "Oh, so that's Mazino or that's Urek or something." It wasn't necessarily them fighting each other. Is what I was thinking was gonna happen. And as far as I'm concerned, it would honestly. I'm looking stupider. I just realized this. I'm looking stupider and stupider, more incorrect by the day. Cause a lot of people for a long time have insinuated that Urek came into the tower with the level of strength that he's currently displaying today, and I've always fought against that. Like he came in very strong, stronger than even the average irregular, but not that powerful. Because I'm like, you'd have to learn Shinsu and how the inner workings and rules and laws of the tower work. Yes, he can circumvent most of those rules, not to the degree Bam does, because when that guy said no Shinsu on the floor of death, Hell Joe, he couldn't use it for a second. Bam still could because of the throne and whatnot. So, but it's actually looking like he came into the tower already family head level. Maybe he did learn how to use and control Shinsu better because right now he has to force it to listen. You know what I mean? But that floor bamboozled us, yeah. And I don't know. So I think I'm wrong. And it might be time to make that video and eat some crow. I think I'm wrong at this point. I might wait a chapter or two or see, but he's probably could fight Kunadwan and beat him, or at least draw, or make him use his main spear and all of his power. So I'm probably wrong on that. So for everybody who's been like on my ass for that, you got it. I'm wrong. I'll take that L. I was incorrect. It is what it is. Each day I'm being forced to let the blog post go. By the end, I will become Zahir, empty and become Win, right? So Urek not grow at all while climbing the tower. The only thing that I can probably give him is his Shinsu control improved. Because the Shinsu control that we've seen with him fighting Loose Like and whatnot and what he's doing now is night and day, or at least much better later on in the story. That's about all I can say. He learned that in this tower there's an energy magic system called Shinsu, learned Shinsu, mastered Shinsu, or got better with controlling it. Because I think that the Shining One concept isn't something, it's retrofitting. This is not an idea that he had with Urek from the beginning. I don't think Urek Mazino, when Tower God was like in its 5th year or whatever the case may be, Urek Mazino was a Shining One. This is an idea he came up with after the fact. So he's trying to retrofit this into the series. This is like a thing where I feel like people overuse the word foreshadowing, especially for One Piece, where it's like, no, it's retrofitting. It's not always a retcon, but you're taking something that's established or seemingly innocuous or unimportant. Sorry, seemingly unimportant, or may have had a different meaning, and you're repurposing it and you're fitting it retroactively into the story. So, and Oda, and I think that's actually a great skill to have. Like, oh, you know what I can do with this scene where like this character was brooding. I can make it seem they were because I cut from the scene of the town blowing up to him brooding. I could be like, he actually had a family member in town, and that's why he popped up 40 chapters later looking for vengeance. Like, that wasn't the original purpose, but I switched it. You know what I mean? So I think that's a very important talent to have as a writer. I actually think it's a skill. So I'm not trying to like downplay it if like you think I'm doing that. That's not what I'm doing. I think that's hard to do. To repurpose something or add something that wasn't necessarily an original vision. That wasn't necessarily in your original vision. I am not enunciating today. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. Anywho's, if you guys don't have any final questions, comments, concerns, and prognostications, we're gonna leave it here. We're gonna leave it here. I will throw these up on the Patreon. You know what? I think I'm gonna make that Mazino video. I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna make it. And if I'm wrong again, I'll hit the double reverse. Isn't it better to just have everything planned out from the start? Though I guess not always possible. This is how I write. Right? When I write something, right? Here, I'll give you like a small process to a small snippet into my writing process. I am not insinuating that I am the greatest writer of all time, but I know that I'm a good writer. This is one of the academic skills that I've had from a very young age, and I've been told from like 4, like you're a very talented writer. I make a timeline chronologically. Even things that happen from before the main story starts. So let's say the story starts in 2026, but there's lore that dates back to 1700, the 1700s. I have all of those things mapped up from start to finish. Even if there's future shit, like maybe there's time travel, we go to the year 3000. I have that entire thing lined out. Then I focus on the main story. And then where I need to plot things in the back of here, we'll flash back to this part. Like I kind of have it like that. That's how I write it. I think having a story fleshed out and planned from start to finish is great. But it doesn't always go that way. Something you thought that would have really resonated with your audience might have not hit. And now you could just continue to go with it, but you might have to remix and go in there and kind of like change around some things because it didn't resonate the way you did. A character you thought nobody would like that you maybe plan to kill off or sideline becomes the most popular character in your series. What do you do now? A lot of authors have to juggle with that. I didn't expect Trafalgar Law to be this popular. Maybe I'll take some of the stuff I was going to do with Kid and give it to Law and try to make them both shine, kind of thing. Like these things happen. And also, depending on what medium you have editors and people who can say, no, you can't put this out. This is too risque. This is too provocative. This will piss off this community over here. Go back and change it. Or your editor can be like, you know what Naruto needs? A rival. And the whole time you never had Sasuke in your mind. But now there's a rival. These things happen. They're just part of the writing process. I can't say that there's one story or short story that I've ever written where I didn't change a single thing from the first time that I planned it out. But more often than not, I'll be like, you know what? This idea is not that good. I don't like it. Remove it. It's part of the process. At least wait and see if he and Idwan interacts. Then based on that, go from there. You're right. All right, I'll do that. I'll wait. Anyways, I'm out. I'm gonna throw these on Patreon. Hopefully the other chapter drops later. I'll throw that up. And then on my second channel, Young Paperwork, subscribe if you're not. I'm throwing up a video called 2025 probably Thursday, so stay tuned for that. If everybody's available, Friday is actually going to be where we do our top 30 strongest One Piece characters. So that could be Friday stream if everyone's here and ready to go, locked and loaded. And next One Piece break, we're doing the One Piece Awards, similar to the Kubera Awards. We're still gonna have a discussion. We're still going to have topics, but the awards will be the main thing. So, yeah. All right, yo. Signing out. Y'all be safe.